Can a $100 investment in Vietnamese Dong or Iraqi Dinar really make you a millionaire in 2025? Welcome back to my channel, Iraqi Dinar RV. In 2025, one of the hottest discussions in financial circles isn't about tech stocks or crypto. Instead, it revolves around the idea that a small investment in certain foreign currencies, like the Vietnamese Dong (VND) or Iraqi Dinar (IQD), could potentially turn into life-changing wealth. It's a dream that sounds too good to be true, yet it has captured the imagination of countless investors, YouTubers, and online communities across the globe. The core question they're asking is, could a $100 investment in Dong or Dinar truly make me a millionaire? While the idea is appealing and even rooted in some legitimate economic principles, it's essential to approach this topic with clear eyes and informed caution. Let's break down the reality behind the buzz, the historical precedents, and the economic signals that are driving this speculation in 2025. The allure of undervalued currencies. At current exchange rates, $100 can buy millions of Vietnamese Dong or tens of thousands of Iraqi Dinar. The idea behind the investment is simple. If either of these currencies were to revalue, meaning if their exchange rate improved significantly, then those millions of Dong could potentially be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This possibility has been amplified by online communities who believe economic growth and international reform could prompt such a shift. The dream? Buy low, wait, and someday exchange that currency back into a much stronger dollar value. Why the Vietnamese Dong is in the spotlight. Vietnam's economy has shown consistent growth over the last decade. With its strategic role in global manufacturing, especially as companies relocate from China, Vietnam has become a serious player in electronics, textiles, and agriculture. The government has signed multiple trade agreements, infrastructure development is booming, and foreign investment continues to rise. These positive trends have fueled speculation that the Vietnamese Dong is artificially undervalued and may one day be revalued to better reflect the country's economic position. For example, if 2 million Dong, currently worth about $100, were suddenly worth $0.10 per unit, that would equal $200,000. While such a massive jump is highly speculative and arguably unrealistic, even a modest revaluation could represent a significant gain for early investors. Iraq's rebuilding efforts and the dinar hype. The Iraqi dinar also draws attention for different reasons. Iraq is rich in oil resources, and its economy is slowly recovering from years of war, political instability, and sanctions. In 2025, Iraq has begun showing signs of progress. Its banking system is modernizing, international relations are improving, and oil exports are rising. This has led to speculation that Iraq may someday reintroduce the dinar to the international market at a much higher rate. Some investors believe that Iraq's central bank is quietly preparing for a revaluation that could reward those holding dinar now. Has this happened before? Yes, but rarely, and under very different conditions. Historical examples like the Kuwaiti dinar recovering after the Gulf War or the German mark post-World War II are often cited by revaluation believers. However, these cases occurred due to specific large-scale economic resets supported by international alliances or reconstruction plans. Currency revaluations do happen, but they are often small and closely managed to avoid economic disruption. Dramatic overnight shifts, like going from a fraction of a cent to several dollars, are extremely rare and unlikely in tightly managed monetary systems. Risks of RV, revaluation, investing. While the idea is exciting, it comes with serious caveats. Lack of transparency. Neither Vietnam nor Iraq has officially indicated an imminent revaluation. Most of the rumors come from unverified online speculation rather than solid economic policy. Currency restrictions. Even if a revaluation happened, there may be limits on exchanging large quantities of currency, especially for foreign holders, scams, and misleading dealers. Some currency dealers hype up the RV idea to sell physical currency at marked-up prices. Always check that sellers are registered with appropriate financial authorities. Opportunity cost. Money tied up in dong or dinar is not being invested elsewhere, in stocks, real estate, or legitimate international ETFs with clearer risk/reward ratios. Why 2025 is the focus year? Many investors believe that 2025 is a make-or-break year for these currencies because of major global shifts. Vietnam is expected to conclude several international trade negotiations and finalize key infrastructure milestones. Iraq is also pushing major financial and political reforms, backed by oil wealth and new international cooperation. Additionally, changes in global monetary policy, de-dollarization trends, and geopolitical reshuffling could create a more favorable environment for smaller economies to adjust their currencies to reflect internal strength. This sense of global timing adds to the urgency investors feel. The emotional appeal. For many, this type of investment isn't just about money, it's about hope. It's a dream of paying off debt, buying a home, retiring early, or securing a better future for their children. Because the entry point is so low, just $100 or $200, people who have felt excluded from traditional investing often feel like this is their shot. This emotional aspect helps explain the passionate online communities that follow every central bank announcement and interpret government policy through the lens of revaluation potential. Should you invest? If you're thinking about putting money into dong or dinar, here are a few guidelines. Treat it as a lottery ticket, not a retirement plan. Invest only what you can afford to lose. Avoid overhyped dealers or online schemes that promise guaranteed returns or insider knowledge. Diversify your investments. Don't go all in on any one currency. Stay informed. Follow legitimate economic news and central bank updates from Vietnam and Iraq. Join forums or communities focused on education, not hype. Final thoughts. A risky dream with a hint of possibility. The idea of turning $100 into $1 million is incredibly attractive, but it's also extremely speculative. While there are economic indicators suggesting that both Vietnam and Iraq are on upward trajectories, a dramatic currency revaluation is not guaranteed. Any real change is likely to be slow, measured, and modest compared to the viral predictions circulating online. Still, the story of the dong and dinar is more than financial. It's emotional and aspirational. It represents a hope that one day, patience and preparation will meet opportunity. If you're going to invest, do so wisely, carefully, and as part of a balanced financial strategy. Because even if the revaluation never happens, staying informed and connected is always a smart move. Disclaimer. This article is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult with a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions.